of you are familiar with the name Hector. It's a SUV brand from the stable of MG Motor India. Now the Hector has been introduced in a new avatar, and that is the Hector Plus. And we are going to find out what's so plus about this Hector Plus. This is the Motown India show, and my name is Roy P. Tharyan. Coming to the exteriors, the new Hector Plus is very similar to the Hector in terms of dimensions. Yes, it sits on the same R17 alloy wheels, it has the same roof rails, it looks similar, except that they have done a bit of change in the front and at the rear.
Compared to the Hector Plus is as tall and as wide and even has a similar wheelbase. But what has changed is the length of the vehicle. The Plus is 65 mm more than the Hector, and this is because of the changes in the front bumper. A lot of chrome that surrounded the grille area and the headlamp cluster etc. has been done away with. It is a chrome-studded front grille now. Then there are now stylish new headlamps, new front and rear bumpers, new rear tail light design and revised skid plates. The new Hector Plus has floating light turn indicators. It's a first and segment LED headlamps, LED DRLs, LED front and rear fog lamps, LED tail lamps, turn indicators on ORVMs. It also has heated ORVMs, auto headlamps, rain sensing wipers and a shark fin antenna.
Now let's find out what are the changes at the rear of the vehicle. In fact, there are some design element changes near the tail lamp and some at the bumper area here. So, if you remember, the Hector has what's known as an elongated reflector connecting these two tail lamps. Similarly, these two reflectors at the bottom also were connected through an elongated reflector. Now that's missing. I would stick to the Hector design because I like that. This is a new design. You may like it. It's only when you get inside the Hector Plus you realize there's a big plus. In fact, it's plush, P-L-U-S-H. If you look around, you'll find a lot of leather seats, leather on the dashboard, leather on the inner trims of the door, and it's quite leathery. In fact, as the company says, this is man-made leather, which in fact means it's faux leather, kind of fake. So it's not real leather, but this sepia tan really looks good. And as for the seats per se, they are very, very comfortable. The side bolstering, the thigh support, the entire area of the seat, it is quite encompassing. In fact, very comfortable.
The vehicle comes with 6-way power adjustable driver seat and 4-way power adjustable co-driver seat for top variant, except in the hybrid variant. Not to be missed is the dual pane panoramic sunroof. The vehicle has 8 color ambient lighting, 10.4 inches touchscreen, 7 inches colored MID with navigation, music, calling and TPMS inputs. The new MG Hector Plus comes with the latest version of the iSmart that offers on-the-go connectivity. It has 55 plus connected features. The 10.4 inches touchscreen remains the one that was in the Hector. Remember, it has over 100 plus voice commands activated by saying "Hello MG" for hand-free control. Now the Hector Plus comes with a chit-chat feature that allows you to have pleasant conversation with your MG. I personally felt it was a bit juvenile in nature.
The MG Hector Plus comes with what's known as a chit-chat voice commands. In fact, it's some kind of a time pass. You can ask a few questions and you get a few set replies. Let's try it out. Hello MG.
Hi, how can I help?
Good morning MG.
Good morning. Hope you had a good sleep yesterday.
So there you go. It's a set question and a set answer. They're just about a handful of questions you can ask. Let me try another question. Hello MG,
I'm listening.
how am I looking today?
Seatbelt looks great on you.
There you go, seatbelt looks good on me. Unfortunately, my vehicle is stationary and I'm not wearing a seatbelt. So the answers are very standard. So the questions go like this: good morning MG, how am I looking today? Am I looking okay? How was your day MG? Who drives better, me or my wife, me or my husband, me or my friend or companion, boyfriend or girlfriend? Bye bye MG, stuff like that. If you were to ask questions beyond this, the vehicle would be totally confused. Let's just ask for the sake of asking. Hello MG,
Hi, how can I help?
do you know Shah Rukh Khan?
Pardon?
There you go. It's limited questions, limited answers. So you have to be content with it. As I mentioned earlier, absolute time pass. But what has really changed is not here. It is in the second and third rows. We want to check that out.
But what is really plus in the new Hector Plus is the 2 captain seats in the second row and 2 seats for kids at the third row. But because the company has carved out an extra row of seats in the Hector Plus, the boot space is compromised and it's only 155 liters. But if you were to bring down the last row seats, you get a massive 530 liters of boot space.
So now I'm seated at the second row of this Hector Plus. Now where the Hector has ended, the Hector Plus starts. If you remember, Hector ends here. The Hector Plus goes on to the third row. So there's an additional third row. The second row comes with 2 captain seats. Now these seats are also very comfortable in terms of space, the leg room, the headroom, the knee room, and the space between the 2 seats is really good. But what is really sad is this armrest is extremely uncomfortable for slightly healthy people. Of course, if you are raw thin, this could just suffice. But for me, very uncomfortable. It should have been a lot more broader. The third row is actually meant for children. This is what MG has said, thankfully. Otherwise, for adults, they'll just get roasted. For kids, well, they'll love it. Let's check it out anyway. There are 3 ways to get here at the back. The 2 sideways, where you just put down the seats and you get in from the sides, and the middle part between the 2 seats in the second row. Once you're at the back, you realize it's really squeezed for space. Yes, not meant for adults, meant for kids. So let's assume I'm a teeny weeny kid. What do I find here? I find a nice seat with a headrest, and then you have AC vents on either side. Then you have blower controls on the side here. So that means I can increase the speed and decrease the speed as I like. Very comfortable for kids, barely into the teens, maybe 9 or 10 or 11, not more. There are instances in life when your hands are full, you're carrying a lot of luggage, and you walk towards your locked car and the keys are in your pocket and you want to open the boot. So what do? It's simple. There's something called an auto swipe, which you just need to do. You dump your luggage and that's it. And now you need to close this boot. All you have to do is press this button and there you go. It shuts by itself. But a word of caution, when you're doing this auto swipe function, make sure your leg is planted well on the ground, or the chances of you tripping or falling is there. So be careful. If you're not very sure of this little swipe, there is always the key with you and you can close or open with just the key. It's as simple as that. Let me just demonstrate that. I keep pressing this key here for opening the boot. And there you go. It opens. And there you go, it closes.
The Hector Plus is being offered in both petrol as well as diesel models. The petrol engine is a 1.5 litre turbocharged intercooled machine, while the diesel engine is a 2 litre turbocharged machine. There is also a petrol hybrid model that again has the same 1.5 litre turbocharged intercooled with belt engine. This model is powered by a 48-volt hybrid system that works in combination of petrol and electric drive. This battery-powered system increases fuel efficiency and reduces CO2 emissions, has functions like regenerative braking, e-boost for great driving experience, engine idle, auto start-stop system. While the hybrid engine and the diesel engine come with a 6-speed manual transmission, the non-hybrid petrol model, which we were driving, comes with a DCT, which is an automatic. Besides, the models come in 4 variants styled Super, Smart and Sharp, the Sharp being the top variant. What is almost perfect about the Hector Plus is the cabin comfort it offers. While on the move, you get to appreciate its suspension, which is perfectly tuned for the rough and the smooth. The NVH levels are well under control and you get a very quiet cabin when you're driving. Premium sound by Infinity, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 8 speakers and tweeters, steering mounted audio controls, steering wheel that can be adjusted for tilt and reach add to the joy of being in the vehicle. When you're driving the vehicle, you do notice the very apparent turbo lag in the vehicle. You notice it when you accelerate at lower speeds, trying to pick up speed. But the transition to higher speeds happens almost immediately and is really not a negative point against the vehicle. Of course, for those really impatient drivers, there is always the sport mode to shift to, where you can manually control your gear changes to a certain extent. There is no compromise too on the safety front for the Hector Plus. It comes with 6 airbags, disc brakes on all 4 wheels, auto headlamps and wipers, front and rear parking sensors, 360-degree camera, electronic stability program, traction control system, hill hold control, tire pressure monitoring system, ABS plus EBD plus brake assist, electronic parking brake, etc. Priced at Rs 13.49 lakh to Rs 18.54 lakh, the Hector Plus is around 65,000 rupees more than the regular Hector. Now you have to decide whether to buy it or not.
Oh wow, let's go. I hope you have liked this video from Motown India. If you have, do not forget to like and share, and most important, if you're not subscribed to the Motown India channel, do so now.